Daniel Popper. It says, since entering the NFL in 2020, Justin Herbert has been hit more times than any quarterback in the league. Only one other quarterback, Russell Wilson, has been hit more than 490 times in that span. By the way, said Daniel Popper, Andrew Luck was hit 580 times in his 6 seasons. Justin Herbert is on pace to be hit 625 times through 6 seasons. There's your answer on Russell Wilson. He just spent a career getting hit too much, and he aged fast. Go look at Cam Newton. Cam Newton started declining at 29. Gigantic Cam got hit too much. Andrew Luck left the league early. So it's almost like if you want to be the guy that closes the bar in your 20s and 30s, you may not see it in real time. You're going to look like hell at 51. You're going to look like 59. And you may not see it now in real time with Justin Herbert, but you cannot get hit 14 and 15 times a game. And we know why. Because both tackles are out, and Mekhi Becton's never healthy. So right now, the Chargers are starting 3 sixth-round picks on the offensive line. And whereas Cincinnati can't protect Burrow because they're cheap, this is not a cheap thing. This is a cluster injuries at one position. And for years, I've always had this rule. I've talked to executives in this league forever. I always say there's 3 ways to win in this league, and you have to do them in order. Find a great quarterback. Number 2, buy insurance for him. Protect him at the offensive line. And then draft guys who make the opposing quarterback uncomfortable. That's the league. If you do those three things well, you win Super Bowls. When the Rams and McVay won a Super Bowl, star quarterback, Andrew Whitworth, left tackle, Aaron Donald, Von Miller. That's it. Andrew Whitworth retires, you still have McVay. You still have Jared Verse. You have Matt Stafford. Offensive line's not quite as good. So this is really an offensive line issue. But unlike Cincinnati, who just doesn't spend the money, the Chargers have just had bad breaks. So my takeaway is go back to those Andrew Luck and Russell Wilson stats. I think the Chargers, for no other reason, forget winning today, is to protect their asset, have to make a move at the trade deadline.
Chargers fans, do you see, this is why I start saying, guys, I lived in San Diego, please follow me, please subscribe, because this is what I've been saying all season long. This is why I say, Chargers fans, please, you got to subscribe. You got to help me build this awesome community. And I'm like, I lived in North Park and La Jolla and South Park and PB and all that stuff because I'm like, come on, let's build a true Charger following here. And I show you when you guys watch the full length of the video, and when you subscribe, we go through the roof. And it's because this is what I've been saying now. People are catching up to this. This is what I've been saying all season long. And I'm going up against it because people keep saying, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good old line. And then I compare that not only is Justin Herbert getting hit at clearly a historical level, which is what I've said in multiple videos. And of course, you know, surprise, surprise. You got random Chiefs fans and random Mahomes fans trying to push back on this, but that he's also on track to have his receivers drop the ball 40 times, over 40 times. So he is on pace to being hit at an insanely historical rate. And the drop passes are also an all-time, not number 1, but up there all at the same time. And we think that Justin Herbert is supposed to just magically overcome this. That he deserves no benefit of the doubt, or that it's proof that Justin Herbert's not that good. This is the takes that drive me insane. These are the takes that driving me insane. This is why I'm like San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. I'm like, please be part of this community. I need more of you. I need more of you. I need you all to rise to the occasion. I need you to step up. I need the more real people in the comments section. I need people who were in San Diego like I was when the Chargers moved to LA. I need people who are living in LA, rent or wherever, because this is so validating to see a social media post like this. I literally just made a video yesterday talking all about this because when Nick was like, well, look, he was like, look, his numbers aren't very good in the last 3 weeks. He's regressing. And it's regressing because he's literally getting beat up like it's a UFC fight out there. And it just drives me crazy that people are like, well, Baker Mayfield's O-line and Dak Prescott's O-line, it's not the same. And when people say, oh, well, other, injuries, oh gosh, not all injuries are created equally. Some backups are better than other backups. You guys understand that, right? We understand that. So just because another team is dealing with injuries doesn't mean it's the same thing. We know it's not 1 equals 1 here, right? We know that there's differences. We know not every team that has let's just use a third string running back. We do understand that the third string running backs all over the NFL are not just identical to one another, right? We understand that. Just like how not all wide receiver 1s are identical to each other, and wide receiver 2s are not all identical. Just like how not all quarterbacks are identical. It's the same thing with offensive line play, right? We understand that. And it's really difficult to win games or look good when not only can you not protect your quarterback, but then you also can't catch the ball. At least that's what Joe Burrow had going for him, because Joe Burrow got beat up last year as well. Had one of the worst O-line I ever seen. 50% pass block win rate, but at least he had receivers that could catch the ball. That's the difference. And then that's what triggers me and drives me crazy when people are like, well, Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl when he led the league and dropped passes in 23. And it's just like, he had an elite defense. He was also protected. Also, in the playoffs, those receivers no longer dropped the ball. Josh Allen receivers had more drop passes than Patrick Mahomes did. And Josh Allen played less playoff games. His defense held the Miami Dolphins to 7 points and the Baltimore Ravens to 10 points. Justin Herbert's going to be winning a lot more games if his defense can hold the opposing team to 7 points. But now also, even with the pressure, again, Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good old line last year, and he made it to the Super Bowl, and it's like, oh my goodness, Justin Herbert is on pace to have over 100 more pressures. These are massive numbers. These are massive swings. Massive swings. This is real information here. Like, I was just having a conversation about this with a Dallas Cowboys fan who I like, Grover. Shout out Grover. And he talked about, and I get it because he brought up, he goes, well, hey, Dak Prescott has been pressured 71 times and Jalen Hurts has been pressured 72. And it's like, yeah, on the surface, you're like, yeah, they've been pressured about the same amount. That's pretty interesting. Until you look at the number of dropbacks, and then you see, oh, Jalen Hurts is actually being pressured at a rate 10% higher. And again, in football terms, that ends up being huge. Just like this right here, where he's been hit more times, but he's been hit 525 times. And no other quarterback has been hit more than 490 times in that span, is insane. Especially when we factor in last season, Justin Herbert had a lot less pass attempts. And Justin Herbert also missed some games in this window. Think about Josh Allen didn't miss any games. Patrick Mahomes didn't miss any games. Jalen Hurts has missed a couple games. Pretty sure Justin Herbert has missed more in that timeline, in that time frame. These things matter. These things matter. And someone is now trying to say in the comment section, when are we going to start blaming Justin Herbert for holding on to the ball? Right? That's what Justin Herbert's notorious for doing. He just holds onto the ball too long. He just is like, I don't know where to go with the ball. I'm not very good at football. What do? I don't know who's open. I'm not good at throwing. No, he's trying to make plays because he has to. Otherwise, his team has no chance to win. That's how that works. Okay, that's how that works, guys. I really am having this moment here. And this is when I'm going to start to ask people in the beginning of my videos, like I need higher quality comments in the comment section to drown out, because the loudest people are often the negative, biased haters, right? I make a Justin Herbert video pretty much saying what I'm saying here, although differently, and it's just the comment section will be flooded with, again, like Mahomes fans, et cetera, and it's just like we need to be big enough where it's like, no. I make that video, and the comment section is flooded with like Chargers fans, Justin Herbert fans, people that are a lot more grounded, and not just well, Patrick Mahomes did this in 2019, and it's like, oh, dude, Kitty, that's so cool. That's so cool. It's like, okay, we need to restore balance in the football world here. It's like just a bunch of Cartmans right now. We need some more Stan and Kyles. Okay, that's what we need. Um, but I mean, I'm bummed that this is real, that this post is here. But this is, like I said, I just made a whole video talking about this yesterday and the day before and the day before that. And I mean, just look at all my Chargers videos recently. I'm like, what do you guys expect? And every time Nick writes like, oh, see Chargers charging the regression of Justin Herbert. See, he's not that good. And the guy is being beaten up like you wouldn't believe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Justin Herbert just getting crushed out there? Literally getting crushed more than any other quarterback. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.